Look how fucking steep these steps are. Wah, wah. There's Buddha. Kids playing below. Duality of life. Nickel down. Alright guys, this is why we're here. Okayama. Family grave. Pay respects. Clean it up. Sort of a dying tradition of ancestors' graves. You go pay respect, clean. Usually it's Obon, which is like in August. But we're doing this in October. It's really traditional. He respects his ancestors and their passing. It's a beautiful day. So yeah, people leave like flowers and sake, mikan, sugoi. Ancient. Not a bad place to have your ashes laid to rest. Be nice to go home and visit my mother, father, and brother's graves. It's been a long time. I guess you don't need to go to a grave to remember someone, but Japanese tradition is very deep. Wow. It's so beautiful. Kids playing below. Duality of life. Life and death. We're at the top now. It's about as high as you can get. Wow. What's in that big fucking ball over there? My grandfather Patrick used to have a joke when he'd drive by the cemetery. He would say, "How many people do you think are dead in there?" And we would always have something, 5,000, 200, I don't know. And my grandfather would laugh and say, "All of them." It's true, Grandpa. They are all dead. Okayama has been shockingly a pretty incredible city. I had no idea. I thought it was this tiny little place, but it's really big. I think because it's a port city, it's sort of in the cove of the Pacific Ocean, and lots of I think merchants and shipping and trade happen here. So wherever you have that, you have money. People are very stylish and they definitely do all right. I imagine other cities I haven't been to, like that are on the ocean, like Fukuoka, probably have the same similar vibe to it, like money. So wow, it's kind of hot today for October. All right, let's see if I can find a family grave. Chihiro was saying like her dad and his aunt, this is like a tradition they carry on, but she said like what happens after they're gone? Like, will we come here? Will they be buried here? Where will they go? Where will we go? Who the fuck knows? Like, if people don't carry on these traditions, then you die. Just like the people. I respect him, and I respect what he's doing. So apparently this is a shrine that is right in the cemetery, which is common. It's so peaceful. Nobody's here. Wow, look at this burnt, charred wood. What's that all about? Probably a ceremonial fire or some shit. I don't know. Wild. It just goes on and on and on. Wow. This is so cool. Not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. Holy shit. Let's see if I can find my family. Wild. Look how fucking steep these steps are. Wah. Wah. Nice Buddha. God damn. Wonder what it costs to have a plot or a site here to bury your family. I know in America it's fucking expensive, man. But of course we bury, people who are Catholic bury bodies. Everyone's cremated. Wow, look at this fucking stone. It's wild. There's no space in Japan. You can't bury bodies and you take up too much space. Can you imagine if all of these graves were buried corpses? It would be like 1,000 times bigger. A lot of times in Japan I see cemeteries right next to like schools, or I think this might be a school right here actually. That's what I'm talking about. Or next to playgrounds and things like that. It's like, again, the duality of life. It's like we're living with the dead. Music? What? Let's check this dude out. Stranger in a strange land. Family. It's endless. It just goes on and on and on. Crazy. Today's a holiday, so this isn't school. I don't know what. Maybe it's like a daycare or something. Neko-chan. Neko-chan. Neko. This cat's blind, I think. Neko-chan. Yeah, he can't see. I can smell though. Cats, fuck off. D27, D26. What are these, like barracks? The fuck? Find the family. Click out. Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. Our objective is complete. Gravesite looks beautiful. It's weeded, it's polished. The flowers look nice. We burned some incense and left some mikan, which are little tiny oranges or tangerines for our ancestors. I kind of pieced out and walked around the cemetery a little bit just to give you a talk, so sorry to the family for that. I didn't really participate in the actual act that we came all the way to Okayama for, but I don't know, I was just kind of feeling a moment, thinking about home, and it was similar to this, as my dad and I on Sunday after St. Bridget's Church, we would visit Mom's grave and maybe trim the little dwarf bushes that each side of her stone. And it was very peaceful. It always gave me just a nice sense of who I was, who we are, what the hell we're doing here. My dad now has joined her in that space, and it is a beautiful space at the cemetery under a nice tree, and it's peaceful. The cemeteries have always felt so peaceful to me. I know growing up, a lot of my friends were watching like Michael Jackson Thriller and horror movies, and they were always like, I'm not walking through the cemetery at night and blah blah blah. I said, why? It's the quietest, most peaceful place on the earth, and this place is beautiful as well. It was really, really nice. I want to give another shout out to Chi's dad for making this happen. Ceremony of visiting graves and coming back and doing this it's all part of the tradition, but I think more importantly, it's about just spending time with family, having this long weekend. We cruised around the mall for a bit and picked up some clothes for the kids. We visited Okayama Castle, which was, June and I have been really into history lately, especially in Japanese history, because it's so deep rooted. And Okayama Castle is very similar to Osaka Castle in that it is a recreation of the castle itself. So it's a modern museum, basically. Both of them are very similar. Himeji Castle is the original. I'm not sure how many others, but when the warlords would go through and battle, they would burn these places down. So a lot of the castles were ruined and recreated and re-erected, and the artifacts inside are fascinating. I mean, there's armor, swords from the 14th century. There's just all kinds of really cool stuff if you're into history. And the castle and the view in itself is really beautiful. It's only 400 yen, so it's cheap. But if you have been to another castle, for example, Osaka Castle, and you're not so into history, then you can kind of just cruise around and check it out, have a picnic out in front or whatever. But Okayama city itself is really awesome. It's really, really beautiful. Don't skip it if you have a chance. Japan is not very big, and if you come here to visit and you get a JR pass, you have this free reign to go wherever you want. I know JR pass is a little bit more expensive now, but it's so worth it. I mean, one-way trip from Osaka to Tokyo on the Shinkansen is about 13,000 yen. And I believe the JR pass is maybe about 40,000 yen now per person, but it allows you to travel for 2 weeks, unlimited JR train, so you can see so much. I mean, you don't have to just go to the main places. I recommend checking them out, but don't skip this. Okayama also has beautiful mountains if you're into hiking. The produce, they produce peaches, momo, delicious peaches, and budo, grapes. We ate this udon that was just out of this world. The dashi blew me away. It was so delicious. So yeah, I mean, ultimately this is what we came here to do. So thanks for listening, guys. I hope you get a chance to celebrate your ancestors and check out your grave. I'm hoping to someday get back to my family, but being accepted into this family is so fortunate. I have friends here who are foreigners, married to Japanese women, some with children, some without, but they don't have the acceptance from their in-laws. Some of them, their in-laws won't even talk to them. And a few of my friends actually live in their in-laws' home with the grandparents. So I feel for them. That has to be tough. That has to be stressful every day. I feel like they kind of just spend as much time away from home as possible. But I'm accepted by this family, which is kind of rare. Our mother-in-law has moved to be close to us 2 times. In Osaka, she moved close to us by Nagai Koen, and then we moved to Nara. She came to Nara, so she's been helping us with the kids, and the support from this family is incredible. I'm so fortunate. So yeah, guys, again, thank you so much for listening, and have a great one. Cheers.